Okay. So is my screen visible? Okay, okay. So we were discussing about Gresham circle drawing algorithm. So we've derived, I think, few equations. So today we'll first complete all those derivations. Then we'll talk about the steps to draw the circle. I mean, the algorithm we will write. Then we'll try to solve a problem. Then tomorrow we'll be trying to solve one more. Problem. I mean, basically the circle drawing algorithm, but which is otherwise called as midpoint circle drawing algorithm. We'll see the difference also later on. Yeah. So this is what we have discussed yesterday, right? So given, or let's say at a given point of time, you are at a position xi, yi, and you want to find out the next pixel position. And the next pixel position will be either xi plus 1 yi or xi plus 1 yi minus 1, as we are only considering the this octant where the angles are from 90 degree to 45 degree that we all know, and when all the time the x value will be at unit intervals, and only you need to find out the y value, that means whether it is yi or yi minus 1, and for that we need always a decision variable, and the decision variable is nothing but here is the distance between the pixel position to the true circle and the distance between the pixel position s to the true circle, right? So accordingly we find out dt ds, then the decision variable is dt plus ds here, and one is positive, one is negative. So then based on the di sign, you can choose if the di is less than 0, that means this term is more, that means it is negative term. So so what does it mean is that ds is greater than dt, and at that time if di is less than 0, so you have to choose t, I mean the top pixel. If di is greater than or equal to 0, so what does it mean? That you have to choose s pixel. Right? So then we have calculated the value for d of I plus 1, and then as we solve the problem in case of if you remember this Bresenham's line drawing algorithm, at that time also we were calculating di plus 1, then we tried to derive equation of d of I plus 1 with the help of di. So that is why we have tried the same here also, and all the time the xi plus 1, the x value at I plus 1th step is always xi plus 1, because that we all know, and we are only focusing on this octant where the angle is from 90 degree to 45 degree, and all the time x value will increase by 1 till at this position where we all know that x is equal to y at this particular position. That means this, I mean, you have to calculate the pixel position till x value is less than equal to y. This was the stopping criterion here. Right? We'll see that how to solve the problem and how to find out the final d value or final decision value for I plus 1 step with the help of ith step, right? And also we'll calculate the base, if you remember what is d1 in case of Bresenham's line drawing algorithm, right? We are also calculating what we call as the base case, right? Okay. So putting the value of xi plus 1 as xi plus 1 in the equation, so we finally got this value. What is this? Let me choose a color here. Let's say this one. Yeah, this one. So I can write from this equation that d of I plus 1 is equal to di, right? Di plus 4xi plus 2 into yi plus 1 minus yi square minus 2 into yi plus 1 minus yi plus 6. right? So now we'll see for the two cases, right? I mean, if t pixel will chosen, if t pixel will be chosen, of course at that time di is less than 0, right? So, and we know what will be the y value. So in case of di less than 0, so we generally choose t pixel t will be chosen. And who can say what will be the y plus 1 value at this point of time? If pixel t will be chosen, I plus y of I plus 1 will be y of I plus 1 will be yi or yi minus 1. We are choosing the top pixel here. Only one response I'm getting. Whether it is yi or yi minus 1. Okay, yi. Because we are choosing the top pixel whose coordinate value, if you look at here, the coordinate value is xi plus 1 all the time and yi. If you choose pixel t, it will be yi. If you choose pixel s, it is yi minus 1. So now you replace the value of yi in plus of yi plus 1. And if you want to derive the equation, now tell me what will be the equation here. What will be the value of d of I plus 1? If you replace yi with yi plus 1, di plus 4xi, replace y plus 1 as yi minus yi got cancelled, positive negative, the value will be 0. Here also it will be 0. So di plus 4xi plus 6. This is what you will get if you choose if your di value is less than 0. So all the time you have to check that di value, and according to the sign, whether it is less than 0 or greater than equal to 0, so then you have to change the next di value with the use of this formula. So similarly, if di is greater than equal to 0, right, at that time if pixel s will be chosen, right, at that time y of I plus 1 will be equal to yi minus 1, the below pixel, right? So now you replace the value of yi minus 1 in place of yi plus 1 in this equation and see the value. Just a second. Put the value here and tell me the final answer. So what will be the final equation here? Okay. So there's a mistake here. Nitin has said there's a mistake here actually. Yes, Nitin, absolutely correct. This is square, this square minus this square. There's no whole square here. Thank you. This is what we have written here. So what will be the final equation here? What will be the final equation for d of I plus 1 is equal to di plus di plus 4xi minus 4yi plus 10. Okay. So the final equation will be d of I plus 1 is equal to di 4 into xi minus yi by taking 4 common outside plus 10. Is it correct, Fransu? Is it correct? So what we have seen is right now that d of I plus 1 will be equal to di plus 4xi plus 6 when my di value is less than 0 and it is di plus 1 is equal to di plus 4 into xi minus yi plus 10 if di is greater than equal to 0. So in case of di greater than equal to 0, you have to choose pixel x. So that means you have to choose the pixel position as xi plus 1, yi minus 1. In this case, the pixel value will be xi plus 1 and yi, right? Xi plus 1 and yi. Okay. The only one thing which is required here is the first d value, right? The first d value, what we call as the base value, right? You have to calculate the first d value, right? As I have already explained that you have to start from this point because you are moving from 90 degree to 45 degree and we are considering this octant, and if you calculate the pixel value for this octant, you can calculate the pixel values for 7 other octants, right? Because of the symmetry property, right? So you are starting from this point, and you know what is this point? Who can say? What is this point? What is the pixel value or what is the coordinate value for this point? The coordinate value for this point? We are considering the circle centered at the origin. We are assuming that the circle centered at the origin. ये already assume कर चुका हूं मैं. We are assuming that the circle is centered at the origin, right? Yes, I can see the answers by Debal, Pransu, and Nitin. The value is at that point is 0 and r. Very good. So because we all know the radius is r and this is the origin, so of course this point is 0 and r, right? So that means my base case will be calculated based on this only, right? Because this will be the first point. This will be the first point, and you have to run and you have to calculate the value till my x value is less than equal to y. So once my x value will be greater than equal to y, so that means that means the point will not lie in the first octant, rather it will be lying on the second octant. So what we want to find out from this point to this point, all the point, whatever the points I can generate using Besom circle drawing algorithm, right? So that is what I'm trying to do here. And to find out the base value, let's say d1, and what we have to replace is we have to apply the first point over the equation di. So what will be the value? What is the value of di? So di is nothing but 2 of xi plus 1 square plus yi square plus yi minus 1 square minus 2r square, right? So if I'll put the value of 0 and 1, 0 and r, which will be the starting pixel coordinate, right? 0 r. 0 r is nothing but the starting pixel coordinate. So if I want to calculate the D1 value, I have to put this value, I mean put this X and Y value here. In this case, X is 0, Y is R, right? And I want to put the value in the equation DI. If you remember the equation, I just type shown, what is nothing but xi plus 1 square plus yi square plus yi minus 1 square plus yi minus 1 square minus 2r square. Now put the value of x and y here, right? Put the value of x and y and tell me the final equation for D1. Calculate it quickly and tell me. Then we'll solve the problem. Okay, so 3 minus 2r is the answer. I hope you all are getting. What about others? Only 3 are answering, Nitin, Deval and Pransu. What about others? Anurag, are you there? Are you not getting 3 minus 2r? Anurag Jain. What about girls? Daspriya, Nandini, are you not getting this value? Janvi. Okay, so you all are getting 3 minus 2r, right? It's a very simple equation to solve. So what I'm getting is, by replacing this value, is 3 minus 2r, right? So this is the best case. This is the best case, right? D1. So accordingly, you will calculate D2, D3, and like that, right? And if you start with D0, then you can start with D1 also, no problem. So let us summarize the algorithm, whatever we have discussed till now to solve this problem. So this algorithm is only, we're assuming that the circle is centered at the origin. If it is not centered at the origin, you have to first calculate the problem, first solve the problem by considering it is at the origin. Then you can calculate, let's say the center value is given to you as xc and yc. So you can calculate, or you can add the value of xc and yc. Let's say xc and yc is the center value is given, and we are solving the problem initially for the center at the origin. Then every time you have to, I mean, whatever the x and y value you will get, and you will add this x value by xc and y value by yc, and then you will get all those values correctly. If it is not centered at the origin, it's an arbitrary center. Okay. So every time you will get one point or one pixel positions, and you can calculate other 7 points using symmetric property. That also you know, right? So let us try to summarize the algorithm, whatever we have discussed, right? Let's try to summarize the algorithm. For generating the pixel coordinates, 90° to 45° octant, right? It's basically 90° to 45° octant, right? And radius R centered at, these are all assumptions, huh? Centered at origin, right? So initially my x value will be 0, y value will be r. You are at the first point, if you remember, right, on the y axis, and my d value is here 3 minus 2r, my first d value, right? So I can simply write a code here. While x less than equal to y is the condition, if you remember, let's say set pixel x and y, initially 0 and r will be there, right? Then you have to check the d value. If the d value is less than 0, then I can write the d is equal to d plus 4x plus 6. This one, right? If d is less than 0. Else, d value is equal to d plus 4 into x minus y plus 10. And in this case, one more thing I can do, that means in this case my y value will always be decrement by 1, right? And then this part is over, if part is over. In the if part, I am not increasing or decreasing the y value, because I know it will, if the d value is less than 0, the y value will remain same. However, if d value is greater than equal to 0, my y value will decrement by 1. So outside I have written x plus plus. That means whether this condition or this if condition is satisfied or else condition is satisfied, my x value will always increase by 1. That's what I know, right? So this is the opening of the, let's say, while loop, and this is the end of the while loop. So this is what we have to do. So let us try to solve a problem and see the effect of this algorithm and how it is helpful in drawing basically the circles for particular one octant, right? So accordingly, you will calculate the values for the other octants. So find out the pixel location approximating the octant, the circle centered at 0, 0, and the radius, let's say, is given. The questions will be find out the pixel positions in the first octant, or that is called as maybe sometimes second octant. The questions will be consider an origin center circle, right, of radius maybe let us consider the radius as 8, example, right? So consider an origin centered circle. Origin centered circle of radius 8. Right? So you have to find out the pixels or sometimes in the questions it will be given you to find out the pixels in the first quadrant, right? First quadrant, not the octant. And you know, if you can find out the pixel positions for this particular octant, right? And you can calculate also for this, and you know the I mean the changes of the values or the changes in the signs from the here to here. If you know this one, and you can calculate this one also, right? That's what I've already discussed, right? XY and YX. So sometimes maybe in the question will be given, you have to calculate the pixel positions either for this octant, right? Or sometimes for this octant also. So, okay. And sometimes for the whole quadrant, right? For the whole quadrant. And you know the algorithm for the one octant, and accordingly you can calculate other pixel values, right? So now, what is the value of R here? The value of R is 8. So what will be the initial point? Initial point. The initial point xy is nothing but 0 and 8. Right? 0 and 8. So you have to start with this point, and then you have to draw the points until some criteria, until some stopping criteria, right? So on the stopping criteria here, we all know that x is less than equal to y. We'll see. We'll try to solve them right now, right? With the help of this algorithm that we already know. It's very easy, similar to the Besselham's line drawing algorithm. It's not that difficult, right? So my x value is 0, y value is originally 8. So let me write here, let's say iteration, right? Let's say here it is x, here it is y, and let's say my distance parameter is di. Either you can start with d0 or d1, doesn't matter. Let's say initially my iteration is 0. At iteration 0, my value of x is 0, y is 8, my d0 value is we all know 3 minus 2r. 3 minus 2r, what is 3 minus 2r? It's nothing but 3 minus 2 into 8, 16. 3 minus 16 is nothing but minus 13. So minus 13 is less than 0. So if it is d value is less than 0, so then for the next iteration, my x value will be, my x value will be, my x value will be, who can say? What will be my x value and what will be my y value if my d value is less than 0? My x value will be 1, y value will be 8. So that means I'm considering the top pixel here. If it is less than 0, the t pixel will be chosen, if you remember, right? This one will be chosen. So my y value will remain same, but my x value will always increase by 1. So that means my x value will be 1, my y value will become 8. So then I will calculate the value of d1. So what will be the value of d1? If my d value is less than 0, then I have to apply which formula? This formula. D of I plus 1 is equal to di plus 4xi plus 6. Di. So you are calculating for d1. So what is di? d0 plus 4xi, that means 4x0 plus 6. 4x0, my x0 value at 0th iteration is 0. So this value will be 0. D0 minus 13 plus 6. So minus 13 plus 6 is minus 7. Minus 7 is less than 0. My D value is again less than 0. At iteration 2, or next iteration, my value will be, my x value will always increase by 1. My y value here will not increase because my D value is less than 0. Right? So it will be again 2 and 8. So now again you will calculate the D2 value. So you just calculate the D2 value and tell me the answer. What is the D2 value? What is the value of D2 here? If it is less than 0, which formula you will apply? There's only two answers you can see in the chat box by Pransu and Siddharth. Okay. So that means you all are getting the value 3. And how did you get the value 3? Can somebody explain? Unmute the mic and explain. Anurag, you can unmute the mic and explain. How did you get the value 3? Anurag. My mic is not working. Okay, fine. Nitin, you can explain. Nitin, are you listening us?
Yes, sir.
Explain.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
D2 will be D1 plus 4x1 plus 6. And x1 is here 1.
D1 plus
4x1 plus
x1
6.
is
Yes, sir.
okay. X1 is
D1
1
is
here.
minus 7.
Right?
Minus 7 plus 4 plus 6.
So that means 10 minus 7 is
Yes,
equal to 3. Very good. Thank you. So now who can say that next iteration, my 3 is my value. So what I got, my D value, D2 value is 3. So if my D2 value is 3, it is greater than 0. If it is greater than 0, what will be the value of X? What will be the value of X? X value will always increase by 1, whether it is less than 0 or greater than 1. So now the question is, what will be the value of Y? What will be the value of Y? So what will be the value of Y here? If it is greater than 0, yes, it is 7. Because I'm choosing the below pixel here, right? So S is closer in this case. S is closer to the true circle. That means I have to choose the below pixel. The value will be 7. Next value, D3. How did? So if it is greater than 0, so which formula to be applied? The formula is D2 plus 4 into xi minus yi plus 10. So what will be the value? Please calculate and tell me what value you will get from this equation. Here it is not, you can directly write 4x2 minus y2. D2 value 3, 4 into x2 minus y2. What value we will get from this equation? Minus 11. Okay. Minus 11. So again, minus 11 is less than 0 or greater than 0? It is less than 0. So if it is less than 0, so then next iteration, x value will always increase by 1. My y value will remain same because it is less than 0. So I can calculate D4 as D3. The formula will be changed. The formula will be this one plus 6 minus 11 plus 4 into x3, 12 is 1 plus 6, which is nothing but 7. 7 is greater than 0. If it is greater than 0, in the next iteration, my x value will increase by 1. My y value, my y value will decrease by 1, right? It is 5, 6. So then my d value will be d5 value. Who can say what will be the value of d5? See, these are all the pixels which is to be drawn, right, on the raster from one quadrant. So if you know 0, 8 is the first quadrant value, I mean, it's the first value. You can calculate the corresponding value in all other octants, right? So 8, 0 is nothing but the one more value, because if it is xy, so yx will be one more symmetry value, right? So similarly, you can calculate. So what is the value of d5? D5 value is 5. Okay, D5 value is 5. You have to apply which formula? This formula. 5. 5 is greater than 0. If 5 is greater than 0, What value you will get? It is 6, it is 5. See, the condition was, if you remember, my x value should be less than equal to y, right? My x value should be less than equal to y. So I have to run this while loop. You just look at here until my x value is less than equal to y. But here I found a case where x value is greater than y. So then, shall I stop here or I have to continue from here? I have to stop here, right? Because the condition here is my x value is here in this case my x is greater than y. So I have to repeat up until x value less than equal to y. So these are the points which you need to plot, right? Which you need to plot on the raster or the screen. So then you can see that whether it is, I mean, it is basically for the one quadrant only, sorry, one octant only. So if you want to find out for another octant, so you can simply use that xy or replace xy by yx, and you can at least get the pixel positions for one quadrant, right? So then what are the values and how can you plot it and how can you see the impact of or how these circles look like for a particular quadrant? So you can again draw the same thing, right? You can draw. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here also it is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and let's say 8. Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fine. So the pixel positions, if you look at here, the first one is 0 and 8. This one. Second one is 1 and 8. 1 and 8, 8 means this one. Choose one more color here. Oh, sorry. So this one, then 1, 8, this one, then 2, 8, and this one. All right. What are the other points? 3, 7, 4, 7, 5, 6. 3, 7, this one, then 4, 7, this one, then 5, 6, this one, then 6, 5, and you can also calculate the values for this, of course, this octants. I mean, basically for this octant, just the reverse values. If it is 0, 8, of course, you will get the value of 8 and 0 here, right? For this one. And similarly, you can also get, if it is 1, 8, you will get 8, 1. And if it's 2, 8, you will get 8, 2. And if it is 3 7, you'll get 7 3. And if it is 4 7, you'll get 7 4 also. See, this is what is the circle which you are getting. This is the line. This is for one quadrant, right? So, and you know how to calculate the values for other quadrants, right? I mean, for other octants also with the help of this symmetricity. So this is what you want to basically find out from this particular algorithm called as Bresenham's line drawing, sorry, circle drawing algorithm. So there are so many problems based on this. If you want, you can consider some other values of r, other values of 0. Then you can also solve the problem. As I mentioned, if the value is, I mean, if the circle is not centered at the origin, if the center value is given to you in the question, so then you have to calculate first the values or the pixel values for the circle centered at the origin. Then you add the value of those. Now let's say here in this case, as I mentioned, if xc and yc are the arbitrary center which is given to you, then you add up all the values of xy with xc plus yc, then you will get the new values centered at xc and the new pixel position value centered at xc and yc, right? So this is what is for this arbitrary center, and this is one of the example which we have considered. We have seen the effect of this algorithm, and in the next class we'll be discussing about midpoint circle algorithm. So instead of considering these two pixels, either considering this pixel and this pixel directly, or to calculate the distance from this pixel to the origin, this pixel to the origin, and then from distance from origin to this true circle. So instead of doing that, so can we use something, some concept is called as midpoint, instead of considering I mean, ultimately you have to decide either this pixel or this pixel all the time, right? So the decision variable I'm talking about. So can I develop an algorithm with the help of midpoints instead? I mean, this point and this point. So you can calculate the midpoint among them, and then that will be treated as a decision variable. And then based on the sign of this midpoint value, the decision variable value, you will decide whether to choose S value or T value, right? That is what is, it is pretty similar to the Bresenham's circle drawing algorithm. We will derive the algorithm first, and then we will solve few problems based on that, right? That is what is called midpoint circle drawing algorithm, right? So I hope you all have at least understood the algorithms, Bresenham circle drawing algorithms, and we have seen the problems with the direct calculations. And Bresenham is an incremental algorithm, so that means all the time we are incrementing the value of x and y, and x value is always incremented by 1, whether the decision variable sign is less than 0 or greater than equal to 0. So a similar type of algorithm also we'll see, which is called as midpoint circle algorithm in the next class. Okay, so thank you all. So I will just now upload. So here I will upload this particular slide. Please go through it carefully. It's very important for your examination. Also, you will find a lot of problems based on it. Fine. So I will add this here right now. Right, you all will get it. Okay, thank you all. Have a good day. So Nitin has asked what is empty syllabus. Okay, I'll let you know. I'll let you know. Don't worry. What with the midterm syllabus? I'll let you know. Okay, thank you all.